When the earth spits you back out, rebirth.
The spider's thrown off the spider's web.
The sea ebbs.
The sea flows, and who knows what else may take place in the space of a poem.
Show them something precious, someone once said. And maybe it's all just in your head until someone else believes you.
And so we're in the kitchen, and potatoes are being dipped into paint, and you may think it's sweet.
But it ain't, because something always left a taint.
And you can't laugh it off.
Everything becomes a memory eventually.
This is the end of the century.
Hit the eject button and fire yourself into the realm of possibility, because logically...
There's nothing really logical about any of this here.
Besides her. And who is she? You ask, but you need not care, because for the purpose of this interview we can call her Yellow.
And you can fill in the details.
I send my friend an email.
But I haven't got a response yet.
And I keep turning over the same cassette trying to find the hidden tune of a cow jumping over the moon, but I think it's already gone. And so the tape plays on.
And so the tape plays on, and now we're back to the spider's web. The web is shaking, the sea ebb, and sometimes I remember legs.
Or something funny she once said.
Well, maybe it's all just in your head until someone else believes you.
It's true that some traumas can never quite be explained. Take a seat on my train of thought, and if you have a title, write it on a tissue and give it to me later.
There's something about a potato.
A potato?
And we're watching a film about fate.
So things seem more real.
And I can't tell whether this memory is true, but all I can feel is that everything's just so lovely and blue, and it's all sky in the corner of her eyes, so let's call her Yellow.
So we all can see her.
A neighbour shed a tear.
And words are always beyond the paper's edging. The sea has lost its ebbing. The spider has lost its webbing. Call you all a symbol and be proud of your decision.
Listen, wells are not just for wishing, but for gazing back at yourself, and some would call this pride, but it was her who took me there and said the word make.
And words shaken,
tremble,
and I never quite
fit.
I never want to
say.
I can't quite say
it.
Shit! Whose is his voice beside me? Some things are just illogical.
Obey the laws of motion and you will only ever be two-dimensional.
A stencil for someone else's thought patterns.
Some said before that it would never be the same after. And some only had laughter to resort to, but one reporter said,
"Yes, I see her now, sir. You're not alone in this."
And I remember that she had a lisp, and she used to lean over wells just to take a risk, dropping crumpled tissues down into the dark abyss. And
listen. There's something about the cow jumping over the moon. The moon of the seas and waters tune away how it's all words, really. And the way the tape plays on.
And the way the tape plays on, and I think it was a nursery rhyme she sang.
Or the way she wore her hair in bangs.
Or the way her kiss left a tang.
Or the way she used to hang from trees.
The muddiness of her small
Her
knees.
laughter as she ran from bees.
And the way she'd never cross her teeth.
But it's all small potatoes.
Potatoes.
I think someone lived happily ever after.
But the spider surely died. And the Greeks would call this false pride.
Hubris.
But the spider did it and always knew this would end in waves. The way the sea was calling.
I never returned an email.
The way the well was there.
I never returned the tissues.
I miss you.
I miss you.
Hit the eject button. And fire yourself into space. Someone said something precious once, but disappeared without a trace.
A newspaper was blown to shore. On the first page, her face.
And maybe
it's all just in your head. And until someone else believes you.
The tape plays on.
Plays on.
Plays on.
Plays on.
Wow.